Tony D and Little Joan just off camera, and this is a screenwriter's rant on the end of Sex, starring Emily Hampshire and Jonas Chernick as a couple trying to rekindle their sex life because it's kind of gone downhill. Smash like and subscribe. Thank you for smash liking and subscribing. Check out my books. Links in the description. Comedy horror in South Jersey. It's the Pineys. Books 1 through 11 available at Amazon.com. Don't forget Kindle Unlimited. It's free. So they're a couple. They're married. They got 2 kids. They met in summer camp and they got married. So I don't know. They're having problems with their sex life and they're trying to rekindle it. So she tries to arrange a threesome for him. They go to a sex club and I think they run into what the hell's his name? His name's Colin from Whose Line Is It Anyway, I think, who plays her dad, and they find him in the sex club, and it's embarrassing. So there's a lot of embarrassing sex stuff in this. But it's about them trying to come together and work out their problems and doing all sorts of wacky things. They're the perfect parents, but their sex life is dying. Will they both have an affair? Will one of them have an affair? Will the relationship stay together? And Emily's got a lot of good energy. She's making a lot of sarcastic, neurotic type comments. Jonas is a little low energy. I would like to see a little more energy from him, but ultimately it's a relationship movie. And I think in the end they come together, so to speak. So it's a film by Sean Garrity, who I assume wrote it and directed it. April 28th, only in theaters. I don't know if this will get a wide release or not. Oh, here it is. Written by Jonas Chernick. Oh, okay. So the lead guy wrote it, and it's directed by Sean Garrity. Okay. Oh, he's also one of the executive producers, and so is the lead girl. So the 2 leads are executive producers. Wow. Guys, really hands-on. Colin Mocherie, that's his name. There he is in the credits, with Colin Mocherie and Melanie Scarfano. I'm not sure who she is. It's not a bad premise. I mean, it's a pretty classic premise. Couple is married for a while and their sex life dies off and they try to rekindle it, but it's not going well and it gets worse and worse and worse. But that's Melanie doing. I don't think I've seen her in anything, but I think they're both pretty good as a couple. And there's a couple of scenes, I'm not sure if they're fantasy scenes or not, of her having sex with him and him having sex with another woman. I don't know if they actually go through with it or those are they could be fantasies. Saint Viature Bagel. So I think this might be a Canadian production. I'll take a stab at the 3-act structure. So first act, they're a couple, things are going fine, but their sex life is a little boring and they're not quite sure what to do. They talk to their coworkers about it. I think the guy on the right takes a test, like in Cosmo, and his coworker gives him the test, and it doesn't go well. One of the key moments in the movie apparently is when she tells him that she started having sex fantasies, but he's not in it, which seems a little rough, but better than the alternative, I guess. So the second act is I think they both vow, okay, we gotta fix this. So they start doing wacky things in bed to spice things up, and it doesn't work. And then they escalate, right? So she tries to arrange a threesome, that doesn't work. They go to a sex club, that's not their thing really. And then they run into her dad, or I don't know, it could be his dad, but I think it's her dad. Then the climax, so to speak, is they're on the verge of their marriage falling apart, and they don't want that. They want to be best friends, but they're struggling with their sex life, and something brings them back together. I'm not sure what. Not sure what. They don't give it away in the trailer, but I'm gonna guess that they do get back together in the third act. And that it's a sort of thing where you have to go through the struggle to find what was important, kind of thing. I think that's a vibe I'm getting. I mean, I think it would be a downer if they split up at the end, because they seem like a nice enough couple, and it seems like that's the way it's going, but you don't know. All right, so let's see what the write-up says. The End of Sex is a story of a married couple who are feeling the pressures of parenting and adulthood. After they send their young kids to camp for the first time, they embark on a series of comic sexual adventures to reinvigorate their relationship. Oh, okay. So that makes sense, because they also met in summer camp. So, okay, yeah. I don't know. All the scenes took place in winter time, so I guess it's another reason it probably took place in Canada. It's always winter up there, I guess, to some extent or another. Or it sent them to camp, so maybe it's not summer camp. Maybe it's like a break in the school year that they get, and they send them to camp. Yeah, I mean, it's a classic tale. It's relatable. People who will get married, their sex life kind of slows down, and they get older, and they don't know what to do, and they feel this pressure. So, I think, and it's a good movie in that there'll be probably something for, but I mean, it's more geared towards women, I think, because it would skew towards that audience, because women tend to be more into relationships, but guys would, I think, at least find it watchable to some extent, because it'll be like, well, it's about sex at least, so there'll at least be some sexy moments, and hopefully it won't be these guys, they ruin everything kind of movie. I don't think so. It seems more balanced than that. It seems fairly balanced. Look, plus, I mean, the lead guy wrote it, so can't imagine it's a 90 minutes of just like beating up on men, but you never know. It is Canadian. Would I watch it? I might. I mean, it is a comedy. It kind of looks funny. It looks amusing, at least. I think it would be watchable for me. I don't know if I'd put it on the list unless somebody, maybe somebody I was dating said, "Oh, this is a good movie, I think. Let's watch it." And I'd be like, okay. I mean, I think you could go a lot worse with this kind of movie. And that's it for me, Tony D, and Little Joan just off camera. Check us out on Odysee, Bitchute, and Rumble later today. Today, I'm at the Ocean City Comic Con at the Music Pier in Ocean City, New Jersey. So come on out. Otherwise, we'll see you later on the other channels.